Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
Yeah, James Harden called Daryl Morey a liar. And let's just get to this. What can the Sixers do? Please comment, subscribe, like the channel. And those who subscribe, I really appreciate it. Let's get to this. James Harden really made it uncomfortable. In the last video, I thought I was uncomfortable enough. I'm wrong. James Harden pretty much, when I said that, James Harden said, "Hold my beer." And now he came out in China and he said, Daryl Morey is a liar. And I don't want to work in an organization that has him working there. And I'm not going to go into speculation of what is he calling him a liar about, because there could be a few things. There could be the fact that when he took the pay cut last year, that he was expecting money on the back end. There could have been that he wanted to get traded and the Sixers didn't trade him. I can say that once the Sixers said that they weren't trading him, they expected him to camp, that he dropped that, Kanye moment in terms of like, everybody had to pay attention to what he said. And what's so damaging about that is that now this is personal. This is not just business now. This is personal. It may not be personal for Daryl Morey. He's not saying it out in public. But when it comes to James Harden is pretty much saying that it's personal. With that, you have other NBA players who are coming to his defense. Kyrie. Kyrie's Kyrie. When you have Chris Paul and when you have Carmelo Anthony in prior situations saying that Daryl Morey is a liar. Let's be honest here, folks. When it comes to fans are okay with organizations running roughshod over players. Sports teams, regardless if it's football, basketball, baseball, there have been situations where players will get traded, and the only way they will find out that they were traded is the day that they were traded. There are a number of stories where players will be like, somebody else had to tell me that I was traded. I was on a plane, found out I was traded. I was with my family and I found out I was traded. So this is not something where this is not there's no honor among this. And people want to sit and talk about contracts, but people want to talk about contracts. Teams get rid of players all the time. Teams move players, and players, I don't care that players say that they want to go to a certain team. That's fine. You can make those demands. My thing is that team that want to get you want to have to give up a certain amount of stuff so that make it good for them, whether or not if it's worth giving up that extra stuff. Because in this situation, James Harden don't want to deplete the Clippers, because if he deplete the Clippers, it's going to put him in a situation where that he's in a bad spot. He just moved from one situation to another and with no hopes of winning a title. With that said, I don't know how this will impact the Sixers in terms of free agency. NBA players talk. NBA players talk a lot. There are some teams that players just don't go to. We don't know how this will impact the Sixers in terms of free agency. We don't even know how this will impact the Sixers with the players that they have, whether it's Joel Embiid or Tyrese Maxey. I just know now, what can the Sixers do? The Sixers are in a situation now where he's made it obviously clear he don't want to come back. And from the things that he said, the NBA is now investigating, because now the NBA is wondering, why would a player come out and say this? What would make a player come out and say this? Now, where James Harden is playing himself is the fact that if there was a backdoor deal, he pretty much just outed himself. He snitched on himself. I'm at this point now where I really don't know. Do I want him to play? No, I don't. Is he worth the max? No, he's not. Would the Sixers be a good team with them? Yeah, they will be a good team. I don't know what they would do in the playoffs. I guess this is scary times. I really don't know, and this is not going to be a long video. Sixers fans, what can you do? What can the Sixers do? What do you want the Sixers to do? Do you want the Sixers to trade James Harden? Do you want the Sixers to keep James Harden? We're at a situation, though, a player doesn't want to be here. And that player doesn't want to be here, and they're going to make it highly uncomfortable and pretty much become a toxic situation in the locker room. You already now have players taking sides. P.J. Brown is taking sides. I expect P.J. Brown to take sides. I'm not like some of these people out here that say, well, be quiet. No, I look at this as the same way I would look at an employee dispute if it was a UPS worker and management. I expect the labor and the rank and file to be in solidarity. I expect that. There are some players that will be diplomatic. That's fine. But I'm not just going to sit and tell a player just to be quiet. No. The player can say what the fuck he want. He's riding with his homie. I respect that. I respect that wholeheartedly. For good, bad, or indifference. That's his homie. He ride for him. As a Sixers fan, I just don't know. I don't know where we go from here. I mean, this offseason has been horrible. This has been a train wreck. I don't remember an offseason being this bad in a long time. Even when the Sixers had like the single digit winning series, the seasons. What do you think the Sixers should do? What do you think Morey should do? Do you think that the Sixers should hold and see what they can get and wait for a team to get desperate? Or do you just want to get them away from the team? Because the Sixers have a lot of cap room next year. And I'm trying to get to a Joel Embiid video, but this damn James Harden. All right. Thanks for listening. All right. Y'all have a good day. I'm out.